Hi there, welcome to another video from Hegarty Maths. It's Mr. Hegarty here, and it's our first video on the area of a sector. This is going to work in a very similar way to how we worked out arc length, so let's start with that idea. Now remember when we were trying to work out the arc length, this curved length here, this part of a circle. Well, we said in order to do it, what we need to know the formula for the circumference of a full circle, and to work out this length we work out how much of the circle we have. We have theta degrees out of a total of 360 degrees, and we multiply that by the circumference of a whole circle to get what length this arc length is. After all, it is a portion of the entire circle, so that's what we did previously. Now imagine instead of asking you the arc length here, imagine I was asking you what is the area of this. It's what's called a sector. A part of a circle like this is called a sector. So imagine I was asking you to work out the area of that, as in the following case. How could you do it? Well, you know the area of a whole circle is given by the formula pi r squared, right? So if you had the whole circle, you're asked to work out its area, it's pi r squared. How would you work out just this portion? Well, you'd do the exact same thing. You'd work out how much of the circle you've got, what fraction of it. You've got theta degrees out of a total of 360 degrees round a whole full turn, and you just multiply that by pi r squared, which is the area of the whole circle, to give you the area of the fraction of the circle you've got, or the sector. And that's what we're going to do throughout the entire video, so let's get on and try using that formula. Here's the first question. Pause the video and have a go. We're asked to find the area of this sector. Give your answer as an expression in terms of pi. Well, this here means we've got 90 degrees. So the area of this, we've got 90 degrees out of a total of 360 degrees of a full circle, and we're going to multiply it by the formula for the area of an entire circle, which is pi r squared. In this case r is clearly 6, so pi multiplied by 6 squared as follows. And we're just going to use the calculator from here on in. And when we do that, we get 9 pi as our answer, and because the lengths are in centimeters, the area is going to be centimeters squared. Now if you're asked instead to give it to 1 dp, you would press the SD button when you've got 9 pi on your calculator, 28.27, and you would round appropriately to one decimal place as 28.3, and the unit is centimeters squared, and we're done. Next one, pause the video, have a go. Again we're asked the area of this sector, and part 1, give your answer in terms of pi. The area is going to be what fraction of the circle do we have. We've got 80 degrees out of 360 degrees in the full circle, multiplied by pi r squared, where r in this case is given as 3 meters. So pi multiplied by 3 squared. So we're going to type that in the calculator, and we get ourselves 2 pi when we do that. So the answer here is 2 pi. The lengths are in meters, so the area will be meters squared. If we wanted to round that, we would just press the SD button, 6.283, and rounding that to one decimal place, that would round to 6.3 meters squared, and we're done. Next question, pause and have a go. Same old stuff here. The area in this case, we've got 145 degrees out of a total of 360 degrees of a full circle. That's the fraction of a full circle we've got. So to work out the area of this, we multiply it by the area of a whole circle, pi in this case multiplied by r squared, where r is 12, so pi multiplied by 12 squared. We'll tap that in the calculator, and when we do that we get 58 pi. 58 pi in terms of pi, and the lengths are in millimeters, so the area is going to be millimeters squared, and we're done. If we want to decimalize that, just press the SD button, 182.21. Rounding that to one decimal place, we would have 182.2, and the unit in this case is millimeters squared. Okay, next question, pause the video and have a go. Right, same style question here. Find the area of this sector, and we have here 300 degrees in this sector out of a total of 360. So the area is going to be the fraction of the circle we've got, 300 divided by 360 multiplied by pi r squared. R in this case is given to us as 12 centimeters. So it's going to be pi multiplied by 12 squared as follows. So calculator out and type that in. And we get 120 pi when we do that. So 120 pi is our answer in terms of pi. The unit would be centimeters squared. If we want to give our answer to one decimal place, press SD and we get 376.99, so 376.99, etc. So rounding that to one decimal place, that 9 makes you round that up to a 10, so you're going to put a 0 there and carry a 1 over here. So it would end up being 377.0, and the unit is centimeters squared as before. Okay, next one, pause the video and have a go. Now it seems the same, but they have given you the outside angle 300 degrees. You want the area of this sector, so you're going to need the angle bound within this sector to do that. So to do that, we're going to do 360 degrees for a whole circle, subtract the 300 given to you up here, and we would get ourselves 60 degrees. So this angle here is 60 degrees, and we proceed as we normally do. We've got 60 out of 360 of a whole circle. We multiply it by pi r squared, where r in this case is given as 6. So we type that into the calculator, and we get ourselves 6 pi. So the answer here is 6 pi, and the unit is millimeters squared. If we want to round it to one decimal place, just press that button, 18.84, etc., which rounds to one decimal place as 18.8, the unit millimeters squared. And last question, pause the video and have a go. Very similar idea here. We want the area of this sector, we want the area of this, so we need this angle inside. So we're going to work that out by doing 360, take away the 40 that's been given to us, so we have 320 degrees. So to work out this area, the area is the fraction of the circle we have, which is 320 degrees out of a total of 360, multiplied by pi r squared, where r in this case is 3 meters given to us. So again, tap that in the calculator, and you get 8 pi. So the answer there is 8 pi. The unit for meters in this case would be meters squared, and if you were given the answer to one decimal place, just press that button, 25.132, so 25.132, and we round that to one decimal place as 25.1. So this would be 25.1 meters squared, and we're done. And that's it for this video. Thanks loads for watching.